Guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and it is Top 5 Thursday, and today's Top 5 is going to be a little bit different than the ones I've done in the past. So today we're going to look at the top 5 reasons players either just take a break from this game or full on take a step back and put the game down all together. Now, there are a number of reasons why players either need a break or just put it down and walk away. I myself have taken several breaks from this game, joined a retired alliance pretty much, and kind of went from there. So but there are a number of reasons which we're going to get into, and sometimes those breaks are warranted and sometimes they are needed, and I feel like with some of these reasons they could be easily fixed by Kabam. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the countdown started with the #1 spot going to burnout. Yes, burnout with this game is a real thing. Between Alliance War and Alliance Quest and just having to log in all the time and feeling like you can't go a certain amount of time without having the game on and being logged in and getting poked now by your alliance. Like, I really don't like that poke feature. Bam, get rid of it. But like, it's almost like you cannot catch a break. So the burnout is real between having to do, Alliance Quest and Alliance War, and then you've got the side quest and the event quest and the story quest. There is just a lot going on to keep you logged in the game. And I haven't even mentioned Arena. If you're a free-to-play player, Arena is your best friend. So burnout is real, and that is one of the #1 reasons why players leave the game. The #2 reason on the countdown is lag. Yes, who hasn't seen that stutter pop up, right? Where it, the game suddenly stutters in. I know I've had it happen numerous times in Arena, or, all of a sudden you're in the middle of a 5-hit combo and your game lags and you end up getting punched in the face. Or my favorite is, of course, when you lag out in an Alliance Quest fight or an Alliance War fight. And in an Alliance War fight, that is even worse because that ends up causing you a death, and it shouldn't, because that wasn't a problem on your end. So it's things like that. And then the bugs, oh my gosh, you've got the Nick Fury persistent bug and so many more, just to name a few. But the Nick Fury persistent charge bug, that's a big one, especially if you've got him placed on defense and more, expecting to have an LMD, or you're using him in AQ or AW and expecting him to have his LMD and he doesn't, and you automatically degen down to 0. So that is a big issue. And the lag and bugs are the #2 reason why players leave this game. The #3 reason players leave the game is because of, well, bad RNG. Now, I mean, look, this game is based solely on RNG, right? With the crystals. So, those bad crystal pulls can really leave you hanging. I mean, you can be really wanting that top tier champion and end up getting, well, an iron package. So it's really frustrating when you're trying to get one of those really good champs and you're not. Or let's say you have a really good champ that you want to take to rank 3, right? Let's say you have a, 6-star, we'll say Corvus, just because I took him to rank 3 recently. But let's say you have a 6-star Corvus and you have him at rank 2 and you have him awakened and you're waiting and trying so hard to form that T5 CC Cosmic, and you get mutant and you don't have any good mutants, or you get tech and your tech that you have is iron package. So it can be really frustrating when you're trying to, kind of complete content and that sort of thing, which we'll get into in a minute. But having that bad RNG can really be heartbreaking, especially if it's time after time after time. And that's why bad RNG is the #3 spot on the countdown. The number 4 spot on the countdown goes to repetitiveness. Yes, this game, whether you actually realize it or not, is very repetitive, whether it comes to the monthly event quest or arena. So you can just get bored with it very easily, especially if you've completed all of the content in the game, all of the story content, the abyss, that sort of thing. So having only like the monthly content to look forward to, especially the Cavalier difficulty, when we get the same nodes over and over and over again, like I would really like each month to have a different set of nodes. And I understand that's probably asking a lot from Kabam, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? Or is it that along the line? I don't know. It never hurts to ask, right? So, you know, repetitiveness in this game can cause the game to just be boring. And especially if you're a free-to-play player and you don't want to spend on this game, and the only way really for you to get a good amount of units is to do arena. And arena is the most repetitive thing out there in this game. It is the grindy aspect of this game where you just kind of put yourself on autopilot and go through the motion. So having to deal with the same thing every month over and over again is why a lot of players do leave this game, especially the higher end players who have everything else accomplished and they're just waiting for the next thing to be released. You know, the next thing coming now is 7.2 at the time of this video. So, you know, having nothing really new to do really puts players to put the game down and walk away. The number 5 spot on the list goes to, well, players just can't keep up. So it kind of ties in a little bit to RNG, right? You know, you get bad pulls and that sort of thing. So then that allows you to just not keep up, not be able to keep up in the game, right? You don't have the champs that is going to allow you to complete content both easily and cheaply. You're left with doing it with champs who may not be the best counter for that certain content, or you're at a roadblock where you can't do that content because you don't have those champs. And unfortunately, that causes a lot of players to leave, right? The bad RNG tied into not being able to do certain things, right? Like you may not have the certain counters for the abyss to make it a lot easier and a lot cheaper. So unless you are a pay to win player, free to play players really, really suffer from this. And that really brings me to the point too of this one, is it widens the gap between the free to play and the pay to win players. And that's really unfortunate because you'll end up seeing a lot of free to play players leave because they just feel like they cannot complete the content. They're just getting farther and farther behind. I know I've been in this situation myself once or twice where you just you feel burnout, you feel like you can't keep up, you're going through the motions, you're getting bad RNG, and it's just one thing piled on top of the other that leaves you to just either want to completely take a break or just put the game down and walk away. And what's a countdown without an honorable mention? And this week's honorable mention goes to the fact that, you know, you're playing this game and then real life hits and you wake up and you realize that all of your friends are digital and you've wasted X thousand hours on this game and on your life trying to get these digital trinkets, and you just wake up and realize and go, why am I doing this? This isn't real. This is all a fallacy. So, but anyways, guys, that is it for this week's top 5 countdown. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think the top 5 reasons players are leaving this game or taking a break? Do you think it's from the ones that I mentioned, or am I missing something? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching and enjoy this quick word from Kevin Smith.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and if you enjoyed the mediocre Mcoc video full of scrub gameplay, then show Katy some love by hitting like and subscribe, man. Katy don't ask for much. Katy did ask for this. Katy did. So, do like Katy did and bug people and get you to like and subscribe, man. She's doing that Mcoc beautifully. Not mediocre. Katy!